Hey YouTube, welcome to today's episode of Sandwich Time. Today's episode actually came as a request from user SodaHead13. And what SodaHead wanted to see today was going to be a hot sandwich. So today I'm going to make a hot sandwich for you. So we've got all of our ingredients here. What you're going to need today is 2 pieces of bread of your choice. We're going to need 2 pieces of provolone cheese. You're going to need some salami, some ham, some fresh cut onions, some lettuce, and then we're going to need some herbs and spices. We're going to use oregano leaves, crushed red peppers, ground black pepper, and I'm also going to use a little bit of olive oil to drizzle the bread. Like I mentioned, today's going to be a hot sandwich. So I preheated my oven to 350 degrees and it's ready for me to go. I covered my pan in aluminum foil so I don't have to cover the pan afterwards. Also, you could close up your sandwich and wrap it in the aluminum foil if you're going to take it to go. But let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my olive oil. I'm just going to do a little bit of drizzle over the bread, not too much. Looks like I got quite a bit on there, so I'm just going to take that and put it on the other piece of bread. So we're going to get both nice and, a little bit covered in oil. And now what we're going to do, we're going to use that oil so the oregano and the crushed red pepper seeds kind of stick to the bread. So you're just going to shake a little bit over each piece of bread, just for some nice seasoning, of course. Now the crushed red pepper seeds, I'm adding that because I like a little bit of spice. If you don't like spicy, you don't need to add these. You could just go ahead and skip right over this step. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the crushed or the ground black pepper. I'm going to shake a little bit over that as well. Not too much because I've already got my crushed red pepper seeds on there. So we're done with all these ingredients now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the meat, the cheese, and the onions to the sandwich. We're going to wait until it comes out of the oven to add the lettuce, just because you don't want your lettuce to get all hot and wilted. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put cheese down, and I'm going to put a little bit of meat over it. So I'm going to put the ham on the cheese side. Doesn't really matter which meat you put on the cheese side, but I like to have the cheese all at the top of the sandwich. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that there. Next, I'm going to put the salami on the other side of the bread. And I actually did one thing out of order. I'm going to remove the meat for a second, and I'm going to sandwich these onions right in between the cheese and the ham, just so they get stuck to the cheese when it melts. I like that a lot on my sandwiches. Then I'm going to just put that ham right back down. Make sure you're getting some good coverage with the meat. You want to cover most of that cheese and most of the bread. You'll probably get some cheese melting over the sides of the bread, but that's always a good thing. So my oven's all preheated. I'm going to pop these right in here. And I'm just going to keep my eye on the oven now to see when my sandwiches are all done. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 to 10 minutes. Now you're going to want to take your sandwich out of the oven. I just keep an eye on mine. I look for the salami to kind of start curling up, the cheese to be melted. So I'm going to take that right out here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your half sandies. You're going to put it on your plate. And we're going to go ahead and add the lettuce now. Now, when you're adding the lettuce, if you want to add any extra condiments, be my guest. You could put a little mustard on there, maybe a little mayonnaise, maybe even a little bit of Italian dressing if you'd like. But we're going to keep it simple today, and we're just going to stick with the olive oil and oregano. And now we're going to go ahead and slap the top half of the sandy on there. Going to give it a nice little slicey in half. And you've got a nice toasted hot sandy to enjoy with the beverage of your choice. Hell yeah!